Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. Welcome to March Madness, which is my celebration of my birthday. We'll be glorifying God all month long. The message I heard is Voice of Reason. The scripture comes from Amos 5 and 2. Fallen is virgin Israel, never to rise again, deserted in her own land, with no one to lift her up. This is what the sovereign Lord says to Israel. Your city that marches out 1,000 strong will have only 100 left. Your town that marches out 100 strong will only have 10 left. This is what the Lord says to Israel. Seek me and live. Do not seek Bethel. Do not go to Gilgal. Do not journey to Beersheba. For Gilgal will surely go into exile, and Bethel will be reduced to nothing. Seek the Lord and live, or he will sweep through the tribes of Joseph like a fire. It will devour them, and Bethel will have no one to quench it. Okay, so for somebody, you are in a position, you are in a situation where you need God and you need God now. You need God this second, like you need Him this second. God is saying, He is the voice of reason. He is the voice that will help you to know what it is that you need to do next in this moment in time. He is the one that will guide you to whatever it is that could possibly help you out of this situation. Regardless of if this is for someone you are going through something and you are looking around and you feel like there's no way out, or if this is for someone that is trying to obtain something and you are looking at how much you have and how much it costs and you're like there's no way. God is saying that He is the way. He has the answers to whatever it is, and if you would just listen to His voice of reason, you would be able to understand the old ways are not working. Okay, I hear that for somebody. The old way of doing things will not work. Okay, regardless if this is somebody you are used to doing things a certain way, regardless if you're used to making money a certain way or if you're used to obtaining things a certain way. Maybe this is someone you are used to things being just given to you. Okay, I'm being reminded of how the children of Israel, they were so used to being given the manna bread that when it was time for them to use the land that God had given them and to grow their own crops, they were so used to just being given it being given to them freely that they didn't know what to do. God is saying that you're gonna have to put some elbow grease in this time. You're gonna have to put in some work this time. You are gonna have to put forth some effort this time, but it will come to pass. It will come to pass, but you are not going to be able to go back to the things that you used to do. You're going to have to do things a little different this time. And you're going to have to put forth, like I keep hearing, you have to put forth effort this time. You are not going to be able to just sit down and look pretty and expect things to come to you. Um, those days are gone. And it's not to say that God doesn't love you as much as He loves you at that point in time in your life. It is to say that when things are given to us, sometimes when we are just given things as gifts, or, like, let's say you have someone that comes and they buy you a car. The car that somebody just bought you and you don't have to pay anything to it, you do not care about that car. That car, you are not going to put as much effort into maintaining that car. You're not putting much effort into making sure it stays good. You don't care if it's clean. You don't care about a lot of things. But the car that you have to put your blood, sweat, and tears into, the car that you have to stress yourself out about, the car that you have to come out of pocket about, the car that you had to stack up for, that is going to be the car that you're going to make sure that car is good. You're going to make sure it stay clean. You're going to make sure that everything is up to date. The oil is changed. Everything is good. And I feel like God is saying that This is why you are having to go through this. You have to work for this. The house that is given to you, you are not going to care as much about the house that is given to you as you are going to care about the house that you had to work hard for. The house you had to get your credit right for. The house that you had to stack up money for. The house that you had to go into overtime for. God said he wants you, come up out of there. Okay, you sitting there, you look cute, and that's nice and dandy, but he wants you to put in some work real quick. He wants you to put in some work real quick. Seek me and live. God is saying, if you come to him, stop looking for giveaways. Stop looking for handouts, because the handouts are not as good as they're cracked up to be. It looks like it is going to be a blessing, but God is saying it is a curse in disguise. God is saying that you would do better listening to him than you would do trying to force things to happen the way that you are used to their happen. The old way that things were done are not going to be, it's not going to be done anymore. It's not going to happen that way anymore. God is saying that do not seek Bethel, do not go to Gilgal, do not journey to Beersheba, because whatever this is, these places are representing, it's not going to work out for you the way that you thought. You're not going to be able to obtain this thing, this item, the way, and this is God's doing, okay? You may think that, oh, this is happening to me because of this, that, and the third. God is saying it is not that it has nothing to do with it. It is his doing. He wants you to put in work for this thing. This could be possibly something that God has blessed you with time and time and time and time again. Every time he blesses you with this thing, he has given it to you easy peasy, and you have just dropped the ball. God said, no longer will you be able to drop the ball. No longer will you be able to just slide by the, like just slide, skate by, okay? I'm here reminded of how I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really just, I don't know why, but I always felt like, I never took it serious. Okay, I'm gonna be honest and say that I never took it serious. I wasn't just bad because my mama refused to allow me to be in a position to where I was just flunking out, but I did not put forth my best effort. I know I can honestly open my mouth and say I did not put forth my best effort, especially my senior year. I did not put forth my best effort. In my defense, I only had one class that actually had to be passed in order for me to graduate, and that is also why I did not put forth my best effort. However, God says that is not going to fly this time. You are going to have to put on your best dress. You are going to have to put forth your best effort. You are going to have to go all out in order to receive this item that you want, in order to receive this thing. However, when you receive it, not only is it going to be exactly what you want, but you are going to take care of it. You are going to be grateful. You are going to put forth so much effort ensuring that nothing goes wrong with it. You're going to keep up the maintenance on it. You're going to make sure that it stays clean. You're going to make sure that it stays nice. Regardless if this is a house or a car or, a relationship, God is saying that this is something that you're not going to just give up on. This is not something that you're just going to walk out on. This is not something that you're just going to give it away for pennies to the dollar, because this is going to be something that you have worked very hard for. Y'all, I think about how when I moved to Jamaica, I sold my cars for little to nothing. It makes me so upset because I literally rebuilt my Crown Vic. Was it Crown Vic? No, my Chrysler 300. I rebuilt the engine. I paid $5,000 cash for the engine alone, not mentioning how much I paid for the car, how much I paid for the paint job, how much I paid for the rims, how much I paid for all the radio and everything else. And that's just one car. The other car I put a lot of money into. And both of these cars, I think I got at max $5,000 for, and I paid about $20,000 getting these cars custom built. However, the money that I received it from the car accident I was in. It was my settlement money. And it's not to say that it was undeserving, because I really went through it in my car accident. Y'all already know I had a fractured ankle. My ankle was completely destroyed and my knee was fractured as well. I had a very hard time in recovery. I had to go through surgeries. I had to undergo 3 different surgeries. I had to spend months in the hospital as well as the nursing home. So when it comes down to it, it's not to say like I didn't physically work for it, but it's not something that I was undeserving of. However, the way that I sold my cars, it makes me upset now. Okay, I can't lie. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at myself. However, I just feel like for somebody, God is saying He is not going to just give this item away to you. Whatever it is that you are trying to get, He's not going to just give it away to you and you're not going to be able to receive it the way you received it the last time. And it is because He wants you to be grateful and He wants you to really hold on to this and He wants you to really look at it and be like, okay, this is something that I earned. Okay. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.